Now we are joined by Ms. Thraya Tricky. She is the Director of International Partners of European Investment Bank. The EIB, the leading European investment bank, is coming to Pakistan with two new loans. It had left Pakistan many years ago. And why it is again coming back to Pakistan? What were the reasons for leaving Pakistan? And what are the opportunities that Pakistan is offering that has again attracted the EIB? To discuss all these issues, we are joined by Ms. Thoraya Tricky. She is the Director of International Partners of European Investment Bank. The EIB is coming back to Pakistan after so many years. We'll ask the director what are the reasons why her company is entering Pakistani market again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, Ms. Thoraya, what is your experience so far of the EU Business Forum?
So I have been able this morning to attend the opening of the forum, and I should confess that I was very impressed. First, by the note delivered by the representative of the government of Pakistan, showing a great ambition, a vision, and commitment to strengthen and take this partnership to the next level, but also from the EU ambassador. So I understand that from both sides there is a great momentum, but of course there is a solid foundation on which we are building. Actually, the EU is Pakistan's largest trading partner. We're talking about billions. Pakistan is the largest beneficiary of the GSP Plus, which is the arrangement facilitating export to Europe. There was also very strong participation from both the Pakistani and the European private sector. What is very obvious that there is a vibrant ecosystem, strong presence of European companies investing in Pakistan, creating jobs in Pakistan, and lot of appetite to do more.
So you are talking about the strong presence of many European companies in Pakistan. What about the EIB? You had left Pakistan many years ago. What were the reasons and why you are again coming back to Pakistan?
So first, I would like to clarify that we have been present in Pakistan since 1995, and we have invested in some very important projects, including the Ghazi Borat and the Warsak, which are generating today important energy for the population and the local industries. Because of our programming and also resources, we have not been actually active in the country for about a decade, but we have re-engaged recently. We see a great opportunity. We've been following also the impressive reforms that were implemented by the government, and we felt that we had the right conditions for us to come back. So we signed a loan to support the Karachi water, both in terms of access and improved quality. So this is a loan of about 60 million that we signed in December. You know that Pakistan is among the top 10 countries that is affected by climate change. There's an issue of water access and increasingly water scarcity. And we are very sensitive because water is life. It's important for agriculture. It's important for our daily life. We are hoping actually today to sign another project for the to support the reconstruction of housing following the floods. This is a very impactful project. The EIB is providing a 100 million euro loan. We will be working with partners to provide access to housing to more than 2 million Pakistanis. And this is particularly important because we are not only helping them gain access to housing, but we are fostering rebuilding of housings that are more resilient to climate change, so that next time we have floods or hurricane or another disaster, people do not lose their houses. Of course, yesterday we had very fruitful meetings with government officials. Our ambition is to do more, do better. We discuss opportunities in water, but also in other sectors. So stay tuned, there will be much more.
Pakistan's finance minister was speaking today early in this forum, and you have heard him saying about the needs of the additional financing needs that Pakistan is having. He talked about taking more loans. He talked about floating euro bonds, Cook bonds. So, do you think that EIB has more opportunities to give more loans to Pakistan? So far, you are talking about two loans valued about 160 million euros. So, what are your future plans?
So our future plans, as I said, or at least the ambition is to scale up our financing to Pakistan. We would like to do it in alignment with the government priorities. We are here actually to serve the government priorities, to improve the life of the population, create jobs. I know that this is an issue that is very important to a lot of Pakistanis, but also creating an enabling environment for the private sector to come and invest more, including from Europe. And that's also the reason we are having this forum today. Yesterday, we discussed with the different line ministries opportunities in the water sector, in energy, in transportation, logistics. There is definitely a big ambition, but as you said, we also understand that the current context is very complicated. I mean, the war in the Middle East is creating pressure, and the government is doing its best to deliver. And of course, for us, we will be responsive, following also what is agreed in the forum in terms of priorities. This is part of our strategies to help as European Investment Bank to deliver win-win partnership for Pakistan and for Europe.
Do you have plans to open EIB branch, some regional office in Pakistan? Because there used to be time when there were many European banks working in Pakistan, but over a period of time, we have seen many foreign companies leaving Pakistan. The government of Pakistan says that the investment environment has improved a lot. Do you agree with that assessment that the investment environment has improved and there is an opportunity to not only give more loans, but practically establish your presence in Pakistan or at least in the region?
No, thank you very much. So let me clarify, since we are actually also talking to the public, that the European Investment Bank is not a typical bank. We don't collect deposits. We don't do retail. So we work on large infrastructure projects or lines of credit for our bank. So our local presence is not as critical than a normal bank. So far, we have been operating out of Luxembourg, serving Pakistan, but also we have different hubs in the region. Our key priority for now is to scale up the financing and the portfolio in Pakistan according to the global gateway priorities. And we work very closely with the European Commission and also other Team Europe members. As the portfolio expands and we see a business rationale also for us to invest in a local presence, this is something that we can discuss internally. So we're not completely closing the door, but eventually something that we need to prepare and build the case for.
So, lastly, tell us something about the global gateway. How Pakistani businesses can take benefit from this major EU initiative, and what is the role of the EIB in the global gateway?
So, Global Gateway is the key strategy that has been developed by the European Union to engage with its partners. So, the strategy identifies key priority sectors for which the EU will deploy financing. The European Investment Bank is a key pillar. We are the bank exclusively owned by the 27 members of the European Union, and we deploy significant resources for Global Gateway. Actually, I will be presenting later our figures. Between 2022 and 2025, we have deployed in our own resources, thanks also to the budgetary guarantee under Global Gateway by the European Commission, 31 billion. In Pakistan, I mentioned earlier the two loans for the water sector, for the housing. These are actually provided under the Global Gateway strategy. The ambition is to do more, and we are having discussions to identify what are the priorities of the government. Of course, when we talk about the financing, it's not only about the amounts, it's also about the conditionalities. So the value added of EIB financing that we come with very long maturities, with grace periods that gives the government the time to implement the projects and actually not repay directly the loans. And this is particularly important in the context where there is a lot of pressure and increasing demand for different issues. In addition to our financing, there is also technical assistance that is very often provided by the European Commission and the Global Gateway, complementing our financing, either to improve the bankability, the affordability of our loans, or to support the capacity to implement these projects, because very often they are very complex. Last but not least, we are also ensuring high standards so that the government can get value for money, does the right things, but do things right in terms of displacing population, in terms of the impact on the environmental, on the social of these large infrastructure projects.
Thank you, Ms. Thoraya. Thank you very much. And I wish you good stay in Pakistan. That's all for today.